lakad matatag!
Normally.
So long. Because yeah, our production staff was stuck without internet, and a lot of the big teams were occupied with the TI qualifiers, so the really big event that we have planned for you guys, it's kind of a lot of slows. He will secure his team an extra rune for that, but we'll probably get first blooded. Run Lashrak, nope. Okay. I mean, wait, didn't he have the most movement speed in that situation? I guess the slows would have been ready before. Playing to have fun and to kind of redeem the pride of their org. The pride of their org, cause you know, I really, like I said, I really like Neon. I just think that team is all over good whites. They're not the only team I'm fanboying, so don't think I'm biased cast or anything. But Yangon, they got other strengths, and I'll get into those once. Okay, Phantom Assassin, are you in trouble? Nope. Alright. So, Neon, they kind of tilted and failed in that one TI qualifier, right? Well, the most recent TI qualifier. So, what they did is they made a very high production value video called Worst Side. Just straight up Worst Side. Fiercela is gonna die to KSH on the bottom lane, because apparently it's always the kill you don't look at, but the brawl on the top lane is gonna continue a little. Okay, people are backing themselves off. Well, maybe. Maybe? Undying? Nah. And KSH dies. So everybody is dying on the bottom lane where they're fighting less than on top. Which I guess makes sense, because and this Ember Spirit against Tusk, it's so hard to play, though. You're supposed to just be ever so slightly behind, if not even with the Tusk. Usually a tiny bit behind, but if Tusk gets a kill, then your lane is gonna get snowballed over in the literal and metaphorical sense here. Nice roam over from the Neeks Assassin. Tusk, though, he has the nuke damage combo ready. Neeks gets turned on with the cold feet. Fiercela is gonna go down, and so is Fortune Soul over on the top lane. AT, it looks like he just wanted a point more in the DK before going for that aggression, because this is what I'm used to seeing from Undying. Run, who cares about... And now Tusk should be fine. May want to run down the Neeks for his own life here. But nope, Young PH just gets himself out of there. No, never mind. Neeks fell for it too, not just me. And Lan getting killed off by the Ember Spirit. That's a nice return kill. Because Fortune Soul, you can see Templar Assassin, she is way too low in net worth. And Ember Spirit is kind of the one tasked with making... Well, it was supposed to be the other way. I think it was supposed to be Templar Assassin hitting the jungle timing, hitting the dedicates their farm and their like carry prowess to making space for the other. And then at 25 minutes you got both a TA and an Ember Spirit online to run down this Phantom Assassin with. Because as you can see, Phantom Assassin is already huge, and on that bottom lane it is gonna be a 2-for-1 trade in favor of Yangon Galacticos. Yangon Galacticos once again snowballing their lead more and more just by constantly accepting those fights that Neon are offering them. And Dazzle almost dies to the Tusk, is gonna Shadow Grave himself, but guess what? That Shadow Grave, it's just gonna mean the Walrus Punch comes a little bit late. Okay, he did get Tusk, thanks to... But TA, like I said, her Dragonlance timing is horrible, but she can make a comeback. Well, Ember Spirit, he's still relevant enough not to need a comeback. And TA is fully in fighting shape. It's just the supports that are suffering so much from Neon, and this Sneaks Assassin, he's gonna prove that point. I'm not saying the carries are going well, right? But they are kind of hitting their delayed item timings really well now, and Clockwork, he does face that insane damage from Templar Assassin, just showing how hard that hero can hit. Ember Spirit, no stay. Wait, didn't he have Stay of Fist ready? Because he could have easily dodged that one, or maybe, okay, maybe that was intentional, because they wanted to focus on AT instead of this Tusk or Enter the Apparition. Yeah, that was actually such a clever big brain play from Neon, holy crap. You have either team behind you, or, you know, Shadow Grave, which like I said is really, really good with TA. Exactly because of that. And Lashrak, Walrus punched up. Z-Rain getting ran around the Rosie by the Ember Spirit. It does create a lot of space for everybody to set up onto the Ember Spirit though, and that means he's just gonna go down. Young PH getting himself a double kill. This Tusk going 11-1.
Come and fight me.
I don't even think he's that strong. Like, I get that. I get what Tusk is doing. One that's being protected by all 4 others. It's a typical 4 protect 1 because PA is constantly farming. Well, sometimes joining the fight's a little too over-eager when really the only goal is farming the enemy jungle and not able to get the Blink Strike out of there, maybe? Ooh, well, with Clear Fist, I don't think Mischance would have saved her. Undying got some good tombstone value in there, but the tombstone has fallen. Now, do you really want to fight into this? Yes, they do! And Fortune's Soul is gonna get nuked. This is why you have to focus the Tusk, and now the Tusk is being focused because PA is dead, and yeah, that means Yangon Galacticos, they're gonna fall apart in this fight. Neon, they had a bit of trouble with that initiation, but this is such a predictable matchup, which is why there isn't really any team fights I can yell it on. And Apparition is killed off, and Undying, he is standing his ground 1v4. He knows he's dead, he just wants to create space there. That's... Okay, it's a level 1 AA ultimate. Yeah, I shouldn't have even looked. PA gets the BKB out, and what a well-timed BKB. Yeah, without the TA there to focus fire B, as long as you manage to make sure the stun is out first so it's not on cooldown, you have enough time to kill him off. And now the fight is gonna start off with Nix Assassin being jumped on. A perfect Shadow Grave coming out from the Dazzle. Ember Spirit jumping on out of there. Nix Assassin manages to teleport during the Shadow Grave. There is the rest of the team eagerly expecting Yangon Galacticos, or maybe not so eagerly, as they are instead being split up and killed off 1 by 1, with Flash being the last one to die. And Clockwork, he caught the Dazzle, ran at the Dazzle with the Battery Assault, which is what won Yangon this pushing, and they will not find anyone looking in the top jungle on the top lane, so they will gradually roam over to the mid lane, because there's still a tier 2 tower that you can push without having to kill somebody first. But I do think as long as Yangon are able, yeah, that's what I mean. TA, she jumps into 2 people casually. Tusk is enough of a follow-up on its own already, but instead everyone is just gonna die.
Tusk is always ready for a fight.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Hook shot now connecting on the Ember Spirit. Ember Spirit, he is gonna get Walrus punched and blasted down by the Anti-Apparition. That
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Seimei is gonna get taken down with a little bit of help from AT. And AT, he is tanking really well as the Undying. Now a blink forward into an instant kill with the Walrus Punch from the Tusk coming out. And it looks like Neon, they will be losing the first game of the series here. I was so hyped for the draft, because Neon Dota, they play just like that. Neon Dota. But it looks like PA between the Lash and Tusk is just doing too good of a job. Another hook shot. Clockwork really happy with that one. Mirana got herself a Ghost Scepter. AT went down on that Undying. And a teleport out. So Neon. And Ember Spirit. Guess what? You want to defend your base, but you're not allowed to. That is 100 seconds. 100 freaking seconds without cooks. So this is gonna be screwed up hard to defend now. Slayer Fist was really your biggest answer to the PA, just harassing your ass from a mile away. And oof, look at the TA go though. He does hit hard if nothing else. Well, getting hard and hitting hard and getting Shadow Graves. All the TA does, as now Fortune Soul goes on down without the Shadow Grave available to save him, and Dazzle dies elsewhere. Now it's gonna be a full team wipe, and I think GG is gonna be called here by Neon. Yeah, they call it. They tap on out. I mean, with this draft, they could have tapped out almost 15 minutes ago, right? The game stopped being exciting after the laning stage, just off of the heroes that are picked. TA, she was either gonna ruin this game and make it unplayable for Yangon, or this was gonna happen. This it's gonna be. So with this, ladies and gentlemen, I still had fun. I still found that one really big team fight super hype. And
Choose your hero.
First blood in flame.
You cannot stand this close to the heart of a star.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's middle bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Fear not your death. Is imminent. Number one.
Radiant's top tower has fallen. Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
Without the children of light, my strength is not enough.
Look at that. Damage empowers me.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Dire victory.